Volton Richardson, IT Manager at the Teachers Credit Union, St. Vincent. And I'm really here to discuss a little about cybersecurity and its threat that it's having on us.
So, Mr. Richardson, can you tell us what is cybersecurity?
That's a very big term. But first, let me try to explain this by drawing a parallel for you. We are all familiar with our everyday lives and the threats that comes with it, whether it's from thieves trying to break into our homes, into our businesses, or even trying to threaten our lives. We take these seriously and we put protective measures in place to protect ourselves from these. Now we do things like burglar bars for our homes. We even have security cameras. You know the whole works that we do from time to time. But what about the information that we share online? This is information about us. This is information about me. How do we protect it from getting into the wrong hands? How do we make sure that when we send it to who we send it to, it's the right way? It's supposed to go when someone else doesn't have it. Now, when we speak of cybersecurity, it's really about protecting our information, our private information online, and making sure it's secured and go where it's supposed to go.
So now that we know what cybersecurity is, can you tell us how it can affect us?
That's another nice question you put there. For most people, we are looking at the information that you share online. This is not about your physical property per se, but it's about the information. If someone else gets your information, how is it going to affect you? Well, let us say, for instance, that someone gets hold of all your banking information, your account number, your credit card information. That person can pose online as if they're you. They can create whatever transaction in your name. Sometimes we figure it's just the money that we're going to lose, but sometimes we lose our character because they can use your computer. Once they got information, access to your machine, and do anything, and then it looks as if it's you who have done it. You can have your whole identity been stolen from you, and you will take years to recover that. Now that is part of the seriousness of how this can affect you, because now you're duplicated. Someone else is doing things on your behalf and you can't do nothing about it.
How would you recommend I protect myself?
How can you protect yourself? Well, first and foremost, I want you to see that your information and privacy is important, and that you're willing to do all that you can to protect it. It's one thing to protect your home and that sort of thing, and we know what the value of it is and we protect it. But I do know we tend not to pay much attention to our personality, and someone can actually steal that from you, take that away from you. So you need to be willing to protect that. Now, we're talking about the information that you share online. We have to protect how we share online. For instance, if you're going to use Wi-Fi, avoid using public Wi-Fi, because most of these are open and others can get on and hack the information away from you. If you're using your ATM, make sure, take a look at your surrounding, that nothing is there that's not supposed to be there, so therefore no one can take the information from your card. And there are so many different things that you can do. If you're doing it from home, make sure your computers are protected. It may cost a little, but at least put an antivirus protection in it. If you're doing serious business at home, then you may need to have your own VPN so that your transaction is channeled through a particular private network. These are things that you can do. Make sure whatever account you have online that your passwords are strong enough to protect you, and that you do the two-state authentication, that sort of thing, to make sure that it's not so easy for someone to duplicate what you have done. But it's you being aware that these things can happen. If you're going to write something down, you will look around privately, you will look around to make sure someone is not over your shoulder. Whenever you're operating online, always believe that someone is over your shoulder, and therefore you need to protect your information.
Can you tell us what TCCU is doing to protect its members?
Now, I was hoping that question would have come out, because we are teachers we have a responsibility to our members, and this is very serious thing, that whatever information that we are holding on their behalf is kept safe. Throughout the years, we have been investing in our time, our monies, our resources, and we were doing so in a more proactive way so that we can minimize this threat, because we know that this threat is real. We look at this threat from the external part, and we also look at it from internal. And we have been putting the measures in place throughout the years to mitigate against it. But we teachers know that this task is not complete. And so, as good as our efforts are today, we know that we have to be better tomorrow. Because this threat, it is real, it is becoming more sophisticated, it is relentless, and of course, more costly to its victims. We take your information seriously. To us, it's an asset that others will love to have. Not for any good intentions. So, as I have mentioned before, we will continue to protect it. So I just want to thank you for listening, and I hope this information has been of good use to you. My name is Volton Richardson, the IT manager from Teachers Credit Union, and we thank you for listening.